see that? 21st. Messages, Spirit please, 21st of October 2020. What do we need to know? Just one card from these, please, Spirit. There it is. Tripod's getting a bit lazy, I'm afraid. Keeps slipping down and you can't see the date, can you? What do we need to know, Spirit, for today? 21st of October 2020. Again, it's about reciprocity, equal give and take, possibly codependency, missed opportunities, Taurus, perhaps Pisces, and a marriage or a friendship that's over. In retrograde anyway, I would say anyway, don't sign anything, but this card indicates don't sign anything. It's an end to a contract, it's end to any sort of agreement really. It is Taurus energy, it rules the throat and the material things. So there is problems there, unable to voice your opinions, especially about material things. So there is problems there because of this need for an equal give and take. Very little communication, very little chance of anything improving within a year because of a missed opportunity. And add the 1 to the 6, you get 7. So you reap what you sow. There may be comparisons between you and others, and comparison is not your friend, because your rise is not the same as someone else's. They haven't lived your life, they haven't been through what you've been through. So at the bottom of the deck, oh no, sorry, it's a different deck, so we'll it's just coincidental that was there. That's twice they've done that to me. Yeah, so we'll clarify these cards now and see what we get. But those born on the 5th or the 23rd, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. It's about indoctrination, the way you've been brought up, the way you've been told things should be, rebelling against the norm. Yeah. Tall, handsome stranger entering your life. That's the Gypsy card for that. Enemies. And fast, rapid communication. Yeah. Yeah. So, messengers of all types. Someone new entering your life, or some passionate sort of message coming, but you have enemies, and the enemies may be yourself even. Fire sign energy seems very negative. There's no love in this situation. It's all about money, finance, communications. Someone may have to be alert, be aware, and be ready to move fast. those born 1966 plus or minus 12 February to February may be involved. There's no major arcanas apart from the Hierophant, which means, like I say, the loss of a friend, the end to study, so that maybe lockdown has something to do with it, rebelling against the norm, problems with the throat, speech and material matters. Yeah, the truth needs to come out. Those born on the 14th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important. A mask needs to come off. You are protected because we have at the bottom of the deck the older Gemini, Libra, Aquarius figure, which is Archangel Michael. It means seeking advice from a professional, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, doctor, priest or lawyer. So something to do with this friendship, marriage, contract, whatever it is, needs more than just your knowledge. You need to seek advice. It's massively important. I think we will go with the Aboriginal deck. Yeah, it's ancient knowledge, so old news really, something that maybe you dismissed before, now you're realising is important, an important piece of information, something from the past. Retrograde always brings things back up, but your intuition is telling you, it's been at the back of your mind that this is something important. So deep within each of us is a sacred place where our most ancient knowledge is kept. Secrets, perhaps. These are the secrets of the past which silently await rebirth. So they're there, you know they're there, but subconsciously you haven't acknowledged how important this piece of information is. And it eagerly sends forth knowledge which has been forgotten. So communication might jog your memory of something that's important. The ancient knowledge of many lifetimes lays dormant within the deepest recesses of our past and present memories. We leave such wisdom untapped for fear of what our responsibilities may be to ourselves and others if we acknowledge it. So you know what trouble it's going to cause, so you're avoiding the issue. We need to allow ourselves to trust our wisdom and cease searching for evidence. You don't need more evidence. All you need is your gut instinct. Then take it to a professional and there may be something that you tell them that you think is unimportant, but they realise is very important. So you don't need to search for evidence to back up your thoughts and feelings. It's easier to look to others for answers than trust ourselves. And we each possess knowledge that is unique, as no one else can walk in our shoes and know our stories. So everything we need to know can be found within, and it's time to trust ourselves and our own wisdom. It won't be long now. Your wisdom was never lost, just buried under piles of self-doubt. Your self-trust will soon rebirth, and you will remember what it's like to have the courage to stand in your own power and make your own decisions. So somehow you have been indoctrinated because of the Hierophant into believing a certain thing, and unfortunately it's easier to do that because you're comfortable with that, but it's not doing you any good. Yeah, and the number 2 is the random card. It's the Moon. It's about emotions, the soul. It's equivalent to the High Priestess. So those born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past, date for your diary and address. But the number 2 is more important than anything. All things must come to the soul from its roots, from where it is planted. So it is something from the past that's massively important. And it reiterates what we just said. It comes from the gut. Your gut instinct. There is a mystery and hidden messages. Yes, messages, as perhaps from spirit. This is about your intuition and your self-protection. What did I say? You are protected. This is very emotional and sensitive subject. But what you feel instinctively is what is at the core of this. This is about your soul. It shows the intimate side of who we are. This is about security, the home we grew up in, and the need to hide away and recoup our energies. So some of you may be leaving a relationship and returning home to the parental home. It is a female principle, and it is about the relationship with our mothers and pregnancy. So if you've got mother in spirit, this is important. It also signifies our grandmothers and even old age. So geriatric issues could arise when this card turns up. Crowds belong to the moon, but also shyness, reticence, and things that occur in the darkness. So things, again, that are clandestine or secret. It makes us respond emotionally and we feel more deeply. Some believe that the moon represents who we are in secret and also memories from who we were in past lives. This is your innermost self. Don't be shy and allow yourself to shine. This indicates fluctuations in your life, mood changes, because the moon changes every 2.5 days, and so would anybody ruled by the moon have 2.5 days moods. So 12 different moons combinations mean great variation, but the moon is the side we keep concealed. So look for where your moon is, your moon sign, and perhaps watch that video as well as your own. It is considered to have a strong influence on you. And the lunar influence can be indicative of future fame, governing the matters, what is likely to be popular. At this time, you may be having trouble controlling your emotions, and you may want to do things that are safe. You're being very sensitive, and you must gauge any feelings before entering a room or being with people you don't know. You like working alone, but you are also dependent on how others are responding to you now. The arts and helping professions will suit you, and you would do well working with persons with mental or emotional problems or anyone who needs counselling. It is also a good time to rely upon your imagination and to pay attention to your dreams. It is not as it seems because something is being obscured. You may feel you have lost direction or that you don't have all the information to go forward. There is much you are sensing, but you may be hesitant to act. It may look as if it's difficult to cut through the fog and get to the real truth of a situation. Unfortunately, substance abuse issues may touch your life, not you necessarily, but certain energies or persons surrounding you. After growing close to someone, the energy may feel smothering and restrictive. Insecurities may arise and there may be feelings of paranoia, but this will go with Mercury retrograde as well. We love our moon though, and she makes us feel safe. Like I said, you feel safe in comfortable in a situation, so you don't want to rock the boat. So someone's emotional clinginess may be an issue. After all, the moon tells us to hang on often after we should have released things from our lives or just given up. But no, we hang in there, hoping that sooner or later things will change. It's important now not to accept any false pictures or misrepresentation of the truth. As with the Neptune card, deception is possible. Things are cloudy right now, and it is a good time to open your mind to visions, as well as appreciating women's wisdom and intuition. Find your feminine side, bring out your visions and talents in a more public way. As shy and tentative as the moon is, she still represents fame and crowds, and when you think of the moon card, think mystery, birth, tribes, unanswered questions, and sometimes sudden fame. Someone from your past, yes, is about to re-enter your life, and any romance that starts now may be strange yet compelling and familiar. An important meeting for you may occur in the evening hours, so pay close attention to the energies that are swirling around you. It is a good time to rely on your gut instinct. So it's the High Priestess. The dreams, the soul, the dark night of the soul, the memory, the past, wisdom, shelter, and deep unconditional love. So remember, you have to be very careful what goes in your mouth with the High Priestess, as diet and medication, and what comes out your mouth as in words written or spoken. Thank you, Spirit. That was a very clear reading.